Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Student, my name is Mohammad Zia Rathod, lecturer in chemistry, Government SL College Mirpur Khas. Today our topic is ionic bond. This is topic of chapter number 4, chemical bonding of first year. First we will discuss what is the chemical bond. A chemical bond is formed between two atoms when two or more than two atoms are joined in a molecule form a chemical bond. What are the types of bonding? There are three different kinds of chemical bond: ionic bond, a bond between metal and non-metal, and the covalent bond, a bond between only non-metal, and while the coordinate covalent bond is formed by one side sharing of electron. First, we will discuss why do atoms form the bond or a chemical bond. If we look in modern periodic table at extreme right of this table, noble gases are present: helium, neon, argon, krypton and xenon. In the radon, these are called the noble gases. These are also known as a zero group element, inert gas element. These elements are unstable. These elements are stable. These elements are unreactive. These elements obey octet and duplet rule. In whole periodic table, other elements want to get the same electronic configuration. If an element has 7 electrons its outermost shell, it needs one more electron to complete last shell. If element has 6 electrons its outermost shell, it needs 2 more electrons to get noble gas electronic configuration. This is an atom, and this atom has 8 electrons its outermost shell, 2 electrons in first, 8 electrons in second, and 8 electrons its outermost shell. So this atom is called stable atom. The atoms of noble gases have completely full outermost shell. They are called stable. They are known as unreactive. That is why there is no need to react with other element. And the atoms of other element like sodium, calcium, potassium, fluorine, means other than the noble gases, they have incomplete their outermost shell, and they need to complete their outermost shell to lose or gain electron, and they are known as a unstable element. First, we will discuss how the ions are formed: cation and anion. Student, always ions are formed when atom has unequal number of electron and proton. If atom has equal number of electron and proton, this atom is known the neutral atom. But if the number of electron or proton are exceed, then it is called ion. Atom with incomplete outermost shell are unstable. By either gaining or the losing electron, atom can obtain full outer electron shell and become stable. When this happened, atom have unequal number of proton and electron, and so have overall charge. This is how atom become ion. Positive and negative ion, cations and anion. Student, an atom that lose electron has more number of proton. If atom lose electron, it means it has more number of proton. That is why it acquires the positive charge. It is known as a cation. And if number of electron are greater than the proton, it is known as the anion, the negative charge ion. How do atoms form the positive ion? An atom that lose one or more electron form the positive ion. Metal atoms such as sodium, magnesium, calcium, potassium, they have more number of proton than electron. The positive ion have a small positive charge and indicate the how many electrons have been lost. If charge is only plus, it means it lost only one electron, and if charge is plus plus, it lost 2 electron. As the number of plus charge increase, the number of electron lost by an atom also increase. This number is usually the same as the number of electron in the atom in outermost shell. Yes, The lithium, it has only one electron, its outermost shell, its charge is +1. The magnesium has 2 electron, its outermost shell, it can lose 2 electron, charge +2. And aluminium has 3 electron, its outermost shell, so charge is +3. How is sodium ion formed? Student, you know the atomic number of sodium is 11. It has 11 electron and proton. It is known as a neutral atom. If we write the electronic configuration of sodium element, it has 2 electron in first shell, 8 electron in second shell, and 1 electron its outermost shell. If sodium lose 1 electron, it will acquire a positive charge and going to get the noble electronic configuration, the noble gas electronic configuration. How the magnesium ion is formed? Atomic number is 12. A neutral magnesium has 12 electron and 12 proton. In first shell 2 electron, 8 electron in second shell, and it has 2 electron its outermost shell. If this magnesium lose 2 electron, it will obtain a positive 2 charge, and it is going to get the noble gas electronic configuration. And same condition for the formation of anion, the negative ion, the non-metals such as chlorine, oxygen, nitrogen. These elements, they are known as a highly electronegative element, and they complete their outermost shell by gaining the electron, not lose electron, because they are a highly electronegative element. Student, you can see the chlorine atom, atomic number 17. It has 2 electron in first shell, 8 electron in second shell, and 7 electron its outermost shell. So it needs 1 more electron. Oxygen need 2 more electron, and nitrogen need 3 more electron to get noble gas electronic configuration. First, we will discuss how is a fluoride ion is formed. A fluorine atom has equal number of electron and proton. Its atomic number is 9, so it has 9 electron and 9 proton. If you write its electronic configuration, it has 2 electron in first shell and 7 electron its outermost shell. If this fluorine gain 1 more electron, then it will obtain the noble gas electronic configuration, so it will acquire the negative charge. How is sulfide is formed? You know the sulfur atom, its atomic number is 16. That is why it has 16 electron and 16 proton. If you write its electronic configuration, it has 2 electron in first shell, 8 electron in second shell, and 6 electron its outermost shell. It needs 2 more electron to complete its last shell to obey octet rule. Yes, this is activity for the cation and anion. First, the sodium atom. Student, the sodium element, atomic number 11, 2 electron in first shell, 8 electron in second shell, and 1 electron its outermost shell. And question is that what is the electron arrangement and charge of sodium ion? The sodium has 2 electron in first shell, 8 electron in second shell, and 1 electron its outermost shell. No doubt it will lose 1 electron. Lose plus charge. Let's see. Yes, it will lose. It will obtain the plus charge. Next, magnesium, its atomic number 12, 2 electron first shell, 8 electron second shell, and 2 electron its outermost shell. No doubt it will lose both electron, and this is electronic arrangement: 2 electron in first shell and 8 electron in second shell, and the remaining 2 electron this magnesium lost, so it has 2 plus charge. Same situation for the chloride, sulfide, oxide ion. First, the chloride, and you know the chlorine atom, atomic number 17, 2 electron in first shell, 8 electron in second shell, and 7 electron its outermost shell. It needs 1 more electron. So charge is negative, -1. Yes, the formation of oxide ion, oxygen element, atomic number 8, 2 electron in first shell and 6 electron its outermost shell. It needs 2 more electron. Yes, -2. This is the formation of oxide ion. Student, these are the electronic configuration of some element. The calcium, atomic number 20, 2 electron in first shell, 8 electron in second, and then 8 electron and 2 electron, hydrogen, phosphorus, fluorine, and beryllium. And these are the charges. No doubt it will lose it will lose 2 electron, 1 electron, 3 electron, and this fluorine it will gain 1 more electron to get noble gas electronic configuration, and beryllium plus 2. Electronic configuration of ions: when different elements gain or lose electron to complete their outer shell, they can create ion that have the same electronic configuration. For example, oxygen and fluorine both gain electron to become the negative ion. The resulting ion have the same electronic configuration. And you can see the oxygen, it has 6 electron, needs 2 more, and fluorine, it has 7 electron, need 1 more electron. So this is the oxide and this is fluoride ion. Comparing electronic configuration, which particle have the stable electronic configuration? First, H plus, it has stable electronic configuration. Next, which particle have stable electronic configuration? 2 electron. With 2 electron, what is the stable electronic configuration? These 4 elements. Number 1 is helium. Student, you know already, it has 2 electron, its outermost shell. Next is beryllium. If it loses 2 electron, it has only 2 outermost shell. The lithium element, and the beryllium element, its atomic number is 5, and if it loses 3 electron, then it has 2 electron, its outermost shell. Next, which particle have the stable electronic configuration? Ion and attraction. What is ionic bonding? Compound that contain ions are called ionic compound, and these ionic compound usually formed by the reaction between the metals and the non-metal. And why do these substances react together, and why form the bond? The bond between metal and non-metal atoms have incomplete outermost shell, and so they are called unstable. That is why electrons are transferred from each metal atom to each non-metal. So ionic bonding, it is the transference of electron from one atom to another atom. First, we will discuss how the ionic bond is formed. The formation of sodium chloride ionic bonding by the reaction between the metal and non-metal. Metal is sodium and non-metal is chlorine. And we have already discussed in this lecture the sodium atom form the sodium ion lose 1 electron, and the chlorine element, it has 7 electron, its outermost shell, it needs 1 more electron to complete large shell. So this 1 electron is gained by the chlorine atom. So sodium will lose electron and chlorine will gain electron. This is the formation of ionic bond. The positive ion sodium and negative ion chlorine, now they will attract. Student, ionic bond is also known as an electrovalent bond. Electrovalent bond, it is an electrostatic force of attraction between cation and anion. It is an electrostatic force of attraction between sodium ion and chloride ion, cation ion and the anion ion. We have already discussed in this lecture how these ions are formed. When these ions are formed, then these ions, they are united by force of attraction. It is also called ionic bond. So we can define the ionic bond. There are 3 different definitions of ionic bond. Number 1, it is the transference of electron. The bond between metal and non-metal, it is also called ionic bond. And electrostatic force of attraction, it is also called ionic bond. So we have to remember these 3 different definitions. How does ionic bond is formed? First NaCl. Student, you know the sodium atom has 1 electron its outermost shell, and chlorine has 7 electron its outermost shell, and both they want to get noble gas electronic configuration, and both want to complete their outermost shell. If 1 electron is transferred from sodium to chlorine, then sodium get the positive charge and chlorine will obtain the negative charge. It is the formation of ionic bond. Yes, after getting the charges negative and positive, cation and anion both are held together by force of attraction. This is called ionic bond. And many the unit, they are joined and form the 3D electric site. Next, the formation of magnesium oxide. It is also an example of ionic bond. Magnesium atom, its atomic number 12. This magnesium atom has 2 electron in first shell, 8 electron in second shell, and 2 electron its outermost shell. While oxygen atom has 2 electron in first shell and 6 electron its outermost shell. Oxygen need 2 more electron to get noble gas electronic configuration, and magnesium need to lose both electron. Yes, magnesium has +2 charge and oxygen has -2 charge. After getting the charge, both ions are joined by force of attraction. This is called ionic bond. Electrostatic force of attraction. This is called electrovalent bond or ionic bond. Yes. What is the ratio of ions? This is very interesting. What is the formula of NaCl of the sodium chloride is NaCl, not NaCl2, and why the formula of magnesium oxide is MgO, not M2O or MgO2 or O3. We will discuss the ratio. Student, you know each sodium need one chlorine atom. The reason is that sodium has only 1 electron and chlorine need only 1 electron. Magnesium need only 1 oxygen. The reason is that magnesium, it has 2 electron and it has to lose both electron to the atom to need both electron. Second was the ratio of ion in sodium oxide. Yes, each oxygen needs 2 electron and sodium has only 1 electron. So the formation of the compound between sodium and oxygen, each oxygen need 2 sodium atom, and because each sodium it can lose only one electron. It is the ratio. What is the ratio of ion in magnesium and chlorine or chloride? Each magnesium has 2 electron its outermost shell and it will lose both electron, and each chlorine can gain only 1 electron. So magnesium need 2 chlorine. The formula of magnesium chloride is NgCl, and formula of NaCl of sodium chloride is NaCl. Sometimes this question arises, why sodium has 1 chlorine in sodium chloride and magnesium has 2 chlorine in magnesium chloride. The reason is that magnesium has 2 electron its outermost shell. It will lose both electron to different chlorine, and sodium has 1 electron its outermost shell. It will lose 1 electron to 1 chlorine. Formula of the aluminum bromide. Yes, this aluminum has 3 electron its outermost shell and it needs the bromine atom. So this is the formula of aluminum bromide or aluminum chloride. The formula of aluminum oxide. Aluminum, it has 3 electron its outermost shell and each oxygen need 2 electron. And this diagram explains the formation of aluminum oxide. In aluminum oxide, 2 aluminum has 6 electron in their outermost shell. Each aluminum has 3 and 2 has 6. And they have to lose 6 electrons. That is why they need 3 oxygen and each oxygen need 2 electrons. So formula of aluminum oxide is Al2O3. Do ionic compound conduct the electric current? And these are the elements or compound ionic and covalent. First we will discuss what is the conductivity. First I would like to place the copper element and let's see what is the conductivity. And current is on. Yes, this bulb is glowing. It means the copper is good conductor of electric current. Next, sodium chloride solid. If we want to pass the electric current into sodium chloride solid, then yes, ionic substance can't conduct electric current. The reason is that they do not have the ions. So the solid NaCl, and not only solid NaCl, the solid ionic compound can't conduct electric current. But if we have a solution NaCl and pass the electric current, yes, it can pass electric current. This bulb is glowing. When we dissolve in water ionic substance sodium chloride into the water, then it can pass, then it can conduct the electric current. And what about the ionic compound in molten form, not in aqueous form? In molten form, yes, they can conduct electric current. And what about the covalent compound diamond? No, diamond is non-conductor of electric current. This is the covalent compound. But graphite is also, yes, but it is a good conductor. Yes, the graphite is good conductor of electric current. Most of our covalent compound are non-conductor, are the bad conductor of electric current, but ionic compounds are good conductor in molten or aqueous form. Yes, student, first question arises, how can ionic compound conduct electric current? A solid ionic compounds cannot conduct electric current because their ions are bounded in the lattice. When liquid molten, the ions can break free of the lattice and are able to move. The ions are charged particles and so they can carry an electrical current. So ionic compounds are good conductor of electric current in molten form, in aqueous form, but they cannot conduct electric current in solid form. Yes. Student, at the end of this lecture, we will the some MCQs. Students are not there, otherwise you have to answer. First, why does bonding occurs in elements? Or we can say why elements form the chemical bond. Elements become more reactive when bonded, so that the atoms get the full outer shell electron shell C, so that atoms can get incomplete outer electron shell, or bonding rare occurs in the element. Start of the lecture we have discussed why do elements form the chemical bond. Because elements want to get noble gas electronic configuration, elements want to complete their outermost shell. Yes, which of the following is bounded by ionic bond? Iron, this is a metal, and metals have metallic bond. Second is calcium chloride. Calcium is metal and chlorine is non-metal. A bond between metal and non-metal is called ionic bond. Which of the following is not true about ionic bond? Which statement is not the true about the ionic bond? Metal ions have the positive charge. Yes. Non-metals have negative charge. Yes. Ionic compounds cannot conduct electricity when solid. Yes. Ionic compounds are very soft. No, ionic compounds are not soft. This is the wrong statement. Which of these statements is true about the oxide ion? Student, in this lecture we have learned the formation of oxide ion. Oxygen elements, its atomic number 8. It has 2 electrons in first shell and 6 electrons its outermost shell. It needs 2 more electrons. It will gain 2 more electrons. Yes. It has a -2 charge. In an ionic compound, the total number of electrons lost by the metal is equal to what? Yes, the total number of electrons gained by the non-metal. Gained by non-metal. If sodium lose 1 electron, then chlorine will gain 1 electron. Next, question number 6. Which of these elements form the positive charge? Metals form positive and non-metals form negative charge. This is a non-metal, non-metal, non-metal. This is the metal, it will form the positive charge. Yes. Why do metal always form the positive ions in ionic bond? They lose their outer shell electron. They gain electron to complete their outer shell. They share electron. They lost all their electron. Always electron are lost in outermost shell, not all the electrons. What is the formula of the compound formed from the manganese oxide? The formula between the manganese oxide is magnesium and oxygen. Yes. Next, what is the formula of the compound formed from the aluminium hydroxide? One aluminium, it will lose 3 electron, it needs the 3 OH ion. This is the formula. What is the formula of a compound containing sulfur, oxygen and calcium, limestone, calcium carbonate? Student, today we have learned the ionic bonding. My next lecture is the covalent bond. We will discuss how the covalent bond is formed and how many kinds of covalent bond. Okay, thank you. Allah Hafiz.